Let's see how we can get the number of rows and columns in a data frame in Python using Google Colab. We have the get the number of rows and columns in a data frame, .ipynb file open. We have the data frame. In this code cell, we have created a data frame. First, we have imported the pandas library with an alias pd, then we have created a data frame, df using the pd.dataframe in parenthesis. A dictionary of lists method. So the dictionary has 3 columns ID, name, and department, and 10 rows, that is, these lists of values for the columns. We can print this, df, to check if this df is actually assigned this data frame. We want to get the number of rows and columns in a data frame, that is, for this df data frame, we want the number of rows, which is 10, and the number of columns, which is 3. In data analysis, df.shape is a property used to quickly check the dimensions of a pandas data frame. It returns a tuple representing the number of rows and columns. The output is always in the format, in parenthesis, rows, comma, columns. It is an attribute, not a function, so we do not use parentheses, that is, we simply use df, or the data frame name, .shape, without any parenthesis. First we will have to run this code cell, to create this df data frame. So we will run this code cell. We see that, printing this df, we get the ID, name, and department columns, with 10 rows. Indexed from 0 to 9. Next, if we run this code cell, we get this tuple with 10 rows, and 3 columns, because this data frame has 10 rows and 3 columns. Now, if we want to get only the number of rows of the data frame, we can simply write df.shape, in square brackets, 0. That is, it will give the first element of the tuple, so we will run this code cell. So we will get 10. And if we want only the number of columns of the data frame, then we can write df.shape, in square brackets, 1. So we should get 3. If we run this code cell, we get 3. And to get the full dimensions, that is, the number of rows and columns, as a tuple, we can simply write df.shape. If we run this code cell, we get the tuple with 10 rows, and 3 columns. With this, we have successfully learned how to get the number of rows and columns in a data frame, in Python using Google Colab. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video was useful.